Hey, 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 we're back again. We got some juice for y'all tonight. And we're going to talk a little shit. You know, I added that on in there because we're going to talk a little shit. All right. And wait till a few people sign on.
Hey, everybody.
Ain't nobody signed on yet. Come up in here, y'all. Where y'all at? Ooh, that's kind of loud, ain't it? All right. Hello, Belinda. How are you? Mm. Yep. Hello. All right. So I'm going to start with the first video.
Is she spraying Hollis? Yeah. Does she work at Brilliant Back? Yes. I thought so. Logan, you want to tell me what's going on? Listen, I wish I could tell you, but I can't. I wish you could stay, but you can't. I'm sorry. Bye-bye. Look, hey, just tell me what she's like. What does that mean? Will she do anything illegal? She's like me. She's hardworking, smart. Okay. And no, she would never do anything illegal. Okay, that's good to know. Sabrina's the squarest person you will ever meet. Okay, good to know. Okay. I don't like this, Logan. I know you don't. You know. But didn't her bank get robbed a few weeks ago? Okay. Yeah, I'm not answering any more of your questions until you answer some of mine. Yeah, well, she just needs to be careful. How? That's all I can say. Okay. You need to go. You need to leave now. Look, Danny, I'm sorry. You've already said that. Look, we were having a good night, right? And I just had to get out of here, but... Just go. Okay. Let's get a lawyer. What, Logan? She just needs to get a lawyer. You just gonna say that shit, you're not gonna tell me what's going on. I'm sorry, okay? Okay. Goodbye. You can get hurt if this comes out. And what comes out? Let me just ask you a question about your friend. You know what? No, really.
I'm trying to stop it. Okay, so you know what happened at the bank, right?
Huh?
So you know what happened at the bank, right?
Yeah.
With the whole bank situation.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, because Marie, and that's why I don't understand. Why are you still dealing with the dude? Do you not understand the bank was robbed? That's federal. So they're going to be watching everybody, and you're still linked to him. So now they're watching Sabrina and all of them. And he's an undercover cop. That's what he was trying to tell her, is that they're watching him and they think they have something to do with it.
So it's kind of like that movie Set It Off a little bit, when the
Yeah, the only difference is they didn't keep in touch with him. But Maurice moved the dude into his house. He didn't let the dude move, well, because of his roommate, but still, I wouldn't have let him move in. And then so Karen, she pulled a thirsty move. Hello, Mommy and Peanut. She pulled a thirsty move and she went to Zac and Karen's house. I mean, not Zac and Karen, Zac and Fatima. So hold on 1 second. She's getting on my nerves. She's really getting on my nerves.
Why would she go to their house though?
She's
So she's stalking Zac.
I mean, some could say that. I mean, it's one of them situations where she lost out. I mean, you had them and you didn't appreciate them.
What? What are you doing here? You never returned the calls. About what? You gotta go tomorrow. I need to talk now. About what? Can I come in? No. Don't close in. So you live in my house for 3 years and I stay beside you? Go ahead with that. What do you want to talk about? She is inside? She is my woman. You know she's inside. I need to talk. Can we talk tomorrow? No, we can't. You really living with her? For real? You really living with her? Yes. In this house together with a woman that you just met? Yes. In a house that you won't even let me see? You got a man? Don't you got a man? No, Zac. I have you. Don't even do that. Like, you don't know how this goes, okay? This happens time. How does what go, Karen? We fight. You leave. You do some stupid ass shit, then you come back because I miss you. Yes, I miss you, Zac. Okay, I said it. Are you happy now? Zac, you are making this difficult. Well, all this time that we've been stop. And it didn't work. I know. You put me out. I know. It's over. It's not over. Look at me. It's over. I'm in love with Fatima. Not say that. You are not in love with me. How you gonna tell me who because I know you. And you have proven your point. Beyond proving your point. Now stop playing these games. Stop. It's sad. What's sad? Zac, what's sad? Tell me what's sad. You're sad. You be here. Like this is not you. You miss an independent woman, right? Remember that? Get your broke ass out of here, Zac. I know what I said. You said I need you to keep that same. It doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. Because it's just the fact that I miss you. Stop. I'm sorry. But I'm in love with you. Well, I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you, Zac. I'm in love with you. I heard you. You gotta stop. This is over. Shut up. Let me go. This is over. And you could say that to me. While I'm standing here praying. I'm sorry. I know. And we're gonna deal with that. Deal with it. it now. I want to talk about it now. We need to talk about the baby now because I don't want to do this alone. You don't have to. I'm not asking you to. Harry, I'm not. So she gonna be a part of our lives. That's what you're saying? That's what you're saying? Yes or no? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Then let's go in the house. I'm not going inside. I'm not going inside, Kelly. Nah, I'm sorry. Tell me you don't love me. Please, tell me you don't love me, Zac. Karen, I already told you that I do love you. So then why are you doing this? Stop doing what? You gotta stop. I don't have to stop nothing. I'm not doing anything. I'm not playing these games that you playing. I'm not playing any games. Yes, you are. Zac, stop. Stop. Zac. What is there for me to stop? Zac. What is there for me to stop? Zac. No, there is something to stop. What? What are you doing here, Karen?
Okay. Hello, Red. Welcome. She's delusional. What do you think? I mean, how many more ways can he tell you? He already told you prior before, and you keep saying, look at me and tell me. He keep looking at you and telling you, you're not accepting it.
Hey, you just need to take it on in, baby girl. He told you. Exactly. That's, and you know what? That's what's wrong with some of these women. They be telling you. He told you in about 5 different ways. You just wasn't receiving what he was giving.
Yes. I don't know what else she was. See, but that's what happens. You had him, but you didn't want to. Hey, he wasn't what he was. Things he had going on wasn't good enough. You put him out. You didn't want him. Then you was chasing Preacher Man. Now you don't want Preacher Man. You want him back. And she just,
where was Fatima at? In the house?
She was in the tub because earlier, before she came and knocked on the door, he was talking to her in the bathroom. She was relaxing. He had bought her a glass of wine. I guess he must have been down in the living room or something. And she knocked on the door. But that was Fatima that came out and said, you need to stop this, or there is something you need to stop. That's what she said. There is something you need to stop. And she said, I'm coming down.
She need to just get it.
That's
a simple.
I mean, he did tell her about 1,000 ways he didn't want her, though.
She didn't want him first, and now you want him, and the shoe is on the other foot. Sometimes you think people gonna be there and they gonna wait for you. Ain't nobody entitled to stop their life for you and put their life on hold. In the midst of the time, he moved on and did him, and in that time, he found him some other situation he wanted to be involved in. You don't get to just people think you can just come back and forth in people's life whenever you feel like it just because y'all was in a relationship. That's not okay. Like that's like the first toxic situation.
When she first started messing, when she first met the Preacher Man and all that stuff happened with his wife, and then they came and who was it? The brothers or who was it? Yeah, I guess it was the Preacher Man's ex-wife.
The
brothers came
white
to her
family.
Yep. Yeah, he had her back
through
all
white
of
family.
that.
Still was backing her.
Yeah. So I mean, you did all that. I mean, girl, he gone. He found somebody.
He begged when that season first started. He was begging for her to stay with him, and she was like, "Get out! I don't want nothing to do with you." He was showing up. I remember he was sending the flowers and stuff. Still, and I don't want nothing to do with you. You just need to accept it. Now you just gotta accept it. You ain't your baby. Because they thought I got a baby by you, girl. Everybody got a baby by somebody, so
right. Stop it.
Your baby ain't got nothing to do with you in that man relationship.
And I don't know why she want to keep trying to confront Fatima. She need to sit back on that one. What was you gonna go in the house? If he would have let you go in the house, what was you finna say? What are you finna say?
I'm finna get bopped to coming to her as a woman. Because first of all, you should have came in my damn house. Now we definitely ain't no regular conversation because now you just are completely overstepping your boundaries. And then if I would have overheard that conversation, I was coming down the stairs now because now he didn't let you know if you don't politely.
That's what I was saying. That's why I was like, "Where's Fatima at?" 'Cause I came with the towel and all, and I would have.
No, she had her robe on. She was up on the balcony, and then she said, "There is something that needs to stop. I'm finna come down." Then she said, "Oh, she's coming down." See, I didn't screen record all of that, but yeah, Fatima not playing with her. She ain't playing with her. Mm-mm. So, what did you think about Basketball Wives?
I don't like Brooke.
Why? What's wrong with
I don't
Brooke?
like Brooke. First off, Brooke done see that plastic surgery got that bitch head twisted. Remember when she first started off. First off, you could tell that she had work done because, I mean, you could tell. You know what I'm saying? But don't come back on acting like you all that and shit. Like, come on now.
She was more timid with her approach and stuff. Like she wasn't trying to cause as much. Now it's like I'll do something and it's like, I know I knew better, but I still did it. If you knew you knew better, then you shouldn't have did it.
She just do too much.
Recap yourself for doing something. You be wanting to be involved in the shit, but you don't want to be involved with it when it gets to getting out of hand because then everybody is looking at you in that situation. But she always got some small part in the conversation or throwing a drink or something. You could have just ex-nayed yourself completely out of the situation. If you would have never threw that drink, you wouldn't have been a part of that situation. Just like everybody else scary ass was standing there talking
So wait, she threw a drink at Jackie?
What episode was that? 11,
oh, you talking about when she threw
when
that
they
drink
was
at the
Brandy party. Not Brandy party, but
it was Duffy's party.
Duffy's party.
Duff party. Yeah.
Yeah, she
starts shit. Brandy got hit in the head.
Yeah, she starts shit and don't want to finish it. That's what it is.
That's what it was. The antagonizer person who be in the background like, bitch, get her. But she don't want to get her.
She did it recent. She just did it with Jackie. Jackie was finna tear that ass up. I wanted to see that. Jackie was like, "You brought the beast out cup." I'm like, "Go ahead, you old bitch. Go ahead."
So I read on line that they actually did get into it. Like it did get physical, but VH1 edited it all out.
They ain't gonna show Jackie like that.
Yeah, they edited
ain't gonna show Jackie like that. Yeah, they ain't gonna show her like that. If she was fighting somebody else, they would have showed part of that fight, but not you. That's one thing you don't never see. You see Jackie get all the way into the point of this. And this all you see. You never see Jackie get hit, swung on, none of that stuff like that.
So if she had came out on top, they would have showed it. Is that what you're saying?
I feel like with Jackie, they just not gonna show her in that type of light. Jackie, make sure she keep her name clear.
One way she got beat up.
I don't care if Jackie got to throw some money at something. You ain't gonna make her look bad. She be antagonizing them, but she's done that all 10 seasons.
All 10 seasons.
All 10. To be completely honest, Jackie has been that person who will push everybody little twos and fews, put y'all like this. How you looking at your friend like, what the hell, this bitch over here not ready? But it really be Jackie trying to stir the pot. Jackie the Simone in Basketball Wives. She the one that got to keep the storyline going between everybody. There got to be some type of something, but she be right there in the background of the whole story.
The Olympic girl, Simone. Sonia.
Atlanta from the Housewives. The reviewer lady.
Sanya. Ain't it Sanya or something? What's her name? The Olympic girl. The Olympic girl.
What? They be all starting shit. That's the bad
name because she ain't won the Olympics in so long. I forgot about her until she popped up on it in the house.
I am an Olympic champion. I would have left her ass in the dust.
I mean, when she said I'm a 3 with an Olympic thing, I was like, oh shit, that is her. Ooh. I was like, I forgot she went off the face of the earth. They no one see or heard anything about her.
Do y'all feel like Marlo was overdoing it with the whole trip and how she just reacted and ended it?
Overdo everything Marlo do.
Marlo plays the victim in a lot of the shit she do.
Yep.
You know,
She don't
She
like
ended the
she'll
trip,
talk
told
her little
everybody
shit.
she called them cars and shit.
Yeah, she'll talk her little shit, but Marlo ain't finna argue with you too much. She ain't with the. She can talk it, but she ain't gonna back it up too much. She ain't gonna. She go.
You don't think so?
She got no. She always storm off, and then they always play the little 2-second part of her talking shit as she walk off.
Well, she had Kenya running around the damn house. Well, I ain't gonna say she had her. I'm gonna say Kenya ass was running around the damn house.
Kenya is.
I think Kenya really didn't want to fight Marlo. That's why though.
But Marlo wasn't trying to fight her. She was just trying to talk to her.
Yeah.
But they almost got into a fight at that gym when she got in her face.
The first
Kenya
episode
is a Karen. That is what's wrong with Kenya. Kenya be poking. Kenya will make you want to pop her real quick sometimes.
Yeah.
Kenya little comments and her little how she handles stuff sometimes be making you kind of be off about her. Because she's a good character for the show, but I wouldn't hang out with you in real life because I would feel like I can't trust you.
You think she like that in real life?
I think she
Hell
like that in real life. I think she like that in real life. I think that's her situation. That's how she really is in real life. She give me a whole lot of tea with shade. Ain't no tea, no shade with kids. Some shade in that tea when she throwing them shade.
It's always
Kenya
shade.
Mm-hmm.
She seemed like she kind of calmed down though once she started when she got married to old boy. I mean, it's still there, but it kind of seemed like once she got with him, it kind of calmed down.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's because he was trying to control how she act or what.
I think him and the combination of her finally having her baby and her just being able to just be at home, because that was something Kenya really wanted for a long time that they was following, was her being able to be a mom. I think once she was able to get that chance to be a mom, she actually took her time to go and be a mom. And then she was doing her little dance show and stuff. So she hasn't been as messy as she's been on previous seasons.
Yeah, because back then Kenya ass boy. When she would come at Sheree about Chateau Sheree, about Marlo
that
being
damn
a
house
prostitute.
It's bombed though. She finally did it. That house bombed. She said all the shit y'all gonna talk about me. Yes, she said but it's finally done. But it took a long time to get there.
Man, long time. Shit. She's been building that house since my kids been kids. Shit.
I mean, but she did it. That's the important thing.
And I don't even think that's her real furniture. I think she probably just put that in there that was rented. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know they stage stuff though for the shows. You know, they stage stuff. They weren't gonna let it just be in an empty empty house for the show. You know, they gotta throw something in there.
I'm recording. Shut up. Go away. Leave me alone. I go through this every time with y'all. I need to go back to the studio, y'all. Try to be in the house and work from home. Don't work from home. Not with little kids. So, disclaimer.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, okay. Before I show this other video, I want to say let's not be judgmental. I think it's a serious thing that needs to be talked about, and it's something serious that she's going through. So I don't want any rude comments to anybody who may be watching. Give me 1 second. It's loading. It's just taking a minute to load. Hopefully it'll play.
So I get this question a lot. I do not know who gave it to me or
got it.
got it.
All I
All
know
I
is
know
that
is
because I
that
was so
because I
sick
was
to the
so
point of
sick
death,
to the point of death
but they said I had to have had it for 8 to 10
for
years.
10 years.
And in that time
And in that time
frame,
frame
I was
in New York
living in New
City
York
and I
City
was
and I was
homeless.
homeless. I
I
did
did
get
get
raped
raped
a
a
couple
couple
times, and that's
times. That's
something I like
something I
to
like to
talk
talk
about.
about.
I
I
have
have
had a
had a
couple
couple
free
free
tattoos,
tattoos,
so it
so
could
it
have
could have
been a
been a
dirty
dirty
needle.
needle. I don't
I don't
know.
know.
Do I know those people? No, I say
Did I say
anything on those
anything when
things
those things
happened? No,
happened? No,
because I was
because I was
naive when I
naive
was
when I was
young.
young.
And
And that's
that's
all I
all I
can
can
really
really
say
say
about
about
this
this
question.
question.
All right. So, for those of you that are watching, what she was talking about is that she has AIDS, and she didn't find out about it right away. She didn't. She had had it for 8 to 10 years, I believe she said, because she wasn't, she wasn't going to the doctor on a regular, getting checkups, and she got sick, and they started, doing different tests, and that's how she found out that she had the virus. Now, since she has came out, there has been a lot of rumors stating that she's been connected with a lot of different celebrities, and one of them being Chief Keef. Is that how you say his name, Chief Keef?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's. I feel like since she came out, a lot of people see stuff like this. Like, you see a picture of him and her, and now y'all want to say, she done gave him. They're saying that she gave it to Nick Cannon, and
Somebody gave it to her.
uh
Let's say that.
Nick
Somebody gave it to her
Cannon,
first.
right. But
They
she
forget about
never.
that part.
Yeah.
Like, that's not fair. Y'all
But
attaching
she
that
never
girl to all
said.
that stuff.
Yeah.
I went and looked for the interviews after we had talked about it.
Hell no,
And
Rod. Not yet, Rod. You can't come into this conversation, Rod.
I went
Nope.
and looked up. I followed her stuff, going back like how when she started posting about her having it. She was pretty much saying like I wasn't getting checked, I wasn't following up, so you couldn't even pinpoint when you got it, who gave it to you, if it was somebody else. She said I'm not pinpointing nobody else.
But
so why would then media take it onto their self for you to go pinpoint? So you pretty much
the thing though, everybody's judging her, but if they read on it, it can take up to 10 years until it can get in your system. You could be walking faithfully for 10 years and then collapse.
Could have been with the exact same person she had been with for 10 years. We don't know what that girl was doing.
But she could have been getting tested still.
Like.
But the thing of it is, she still could have been getting tested and still became undetectable. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, that shit, and I'm just being honest.
Something caused her flare, or something caused her to kick in for her immune deficiency to finally start kicking in. People have got to stop just as soon as you hear something like that. Be the most, if it was your people, if it was you, if you were the person getting AIDS or something because somebody you slept with and you didn't have any idea, how would you feel? People were just like, you got this. We all got past,
and the crazy part is you don't even know how she got it. She could have had a blood transfusion. She could have had all kinds of things. You just assuming that she slept with somebody.
That part. Let's just say first and foremost, go and get checked. Please. Like, make sure that y'all are out there getting tested. Make sure you are teaching your sons, your daughters that condoms are okay. It is okay, but they also make them aware that there are other ways for you to contract things nowadays.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people have a lot of unsafe practices. There are a lot of drug sharing in the entertainment business. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Some of the time we get privy to that type of stuff. Not that we're getting into the entertainment and we're doing these events and we're doing that type of stuff. I see a lot of stuff that I would be like, But that you can't judge somebody else's lifestyle. You can't.
No.
The only thing that we can say is, okay, yes, sexual health. We know that you are supposed to go and test it. Women, you are supposed to go and test it every single year. You should go and get tested every single year. If you're changing partners, you should go and get tested. That's regular knowledge.
You're supposed to add 10 years on per partner. So you know what I'm saying? So you can't, ain't nobody in the United States out the blue to keep it 1,000.
No,
you know,
we all are we are all 30 plus years old. If somebody called you from 10 years ago, you're not gonna be able to go back. If we're being complete, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna be able to go back 10 years and be able to remember every single thing that I did that might have put me at risk at that point. At that point, it would be now on me to care for myself, which that's what I feel like that's what she's doing. She found out she had the issue. She found out that she was contracted. She put it out there to the world, I think, in a way just to say, if in fact we may have crossed paths at this point in time.
And that's what
maybe
I think.
You should go and get checked.
Because she
I don't
couldn't
think
remember
she's putting it out there to harm anybody. I think this is one physical way because she is a public model. I'm not gonna just call you personally and be like, hey, I think I may have gave you AIDS 10 years ago if I did.
Right. She put it out there like so that way everybody
go and get checked. If you knew you slept with me in the entertainment business, so if Chief Keef know he was smashing her a couple of years ago, go and get tested.
Right.
But she very much so said in her other interview that she had not slept with him, not slept with Chris Brown, not slept with Nick Cannon. Y'all just attaching this girl.
Yeah.
That she
They're
was
just because of a picture. That picture doesn't say romance.
If that was the case, girl, we'd be in all kind of relationships, wouldn't we?
Right.
You take pictures with all kind of people. That's not, people have got to stop attaching, being nosy. Mind your damn business. Listen to the whole story before you be like, somebody got something. That's not, this ain't no joking matter or no stuff like that.
Not.
That's just so lightly. Look how skinny she is, and look at it. That woman is dying. Like, do y'all not realize that? Whether she contracted that from a tattoo, whether she contracted that from somebody that she slept with. Nobody intentionally sleeps with somebody and said, there's some bogus ass people out there. We're not going to say that there hasn't ever been happened, but the general consensus, nobody goes and sleeps with somebody like, hey, I'm trying to kill you.
And she also mentioned being raped twice.
And once again, you still have, that's why I'm saying, you have to get tested. My dad got it from shooting dope. He died from having HIV. I told, I don't have a problem, but he also told me everything I need to do to keep myself safe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, when I was to Georgia, it was nice. You can go on a date with a man and you can call them and they will come to your house and swab you in the middle of your date if that's what they have to do. It doesn't, you can buy home kids. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't, but because my dad had it, everybody was trying to say I had it. That's stupid as hell.
See, that be the ignorance in people. That's the ignorance in people.
You hear it and you automatically, a person is automatic, oh, your father has it. Your first train of thought would be, I'm sorry, first of all, that you have to deal with that situation. I'm sorry, one, that your dad passed from that. But I'm also glad that you were able to gain that insight. So now you can provide that to other people because people are really.
Yeah, he prepared me for 5 years of his life. After when he started getting sick, he started preparing me for it. So I was there. I watched him go through stuff. I watched how that medicine they give them kind of because what the problem is they don't die from HIV or AIDS. They die from the complications, the diabetes that come and everything else that comes with it that you're supposed to get when you older. Your body kind of gets older. So my dad passed away.
Deficiency
right, my dad passed away 300 pounds. But you would never know on the outside. They said when they cut him open, they could tell that, his insides were getting ate up. You know what I'm saying? So, but I was content with it because he showed me, you know what I'm saying? But it pissed me off when people all of a sudden was like, oh, I have it. I ain't gonna lie. If I got it, a lot of motherfuckers would have it. Shit, I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I'm saying like if I had it, they were spreading rumors that I had it. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I got 5 kids. That means I got 5 different baby daddies.
Oh, I thought you meant
that at that time, if you was trying to say that just because my father has some stuff and you saying, I got it too. Motherfucker, I'm grown. Sorry. I'm grown. I'll do my shit.
And then I got 5 kids. That means somebody out of my kids would have had it. So
it would have automatically been now it would have been your kids. Now it's your baby fathers. Oh, it got to be your people. Got to be your sisters. Got to be your brother. Got to be somebody. Everybody got to be close to you. Got to be that type of stuff.
But
I've had friends who have had this virus who are very aware of their situation. not necessarily always aware of where it may have came from, but aware of once they know to let you know. They know that there are certain things that we would do with other friends that we don't do with them. There are other things that you share and you do. People, they can live a regular life, but you definitely have to educate yourself about how to care for it. It's not something for you to just take lightly. First of all, I don't think people should take things lightly like that anyway. You should be making sure that you and the people who are around you are safe. But we know that doesn't always happen. So obviously these things come from somewhere. People, you don't enter a relationship with a person with the intention, nor do sometimes I think that people who actually are introduced to this types of situation are stuck because you went into a situation trying to be with the man or be with the woman. You didn't know that you were laying down with somebody who contracted disease is going to end your life. That's heartbreaking. That is depressing. That is sad. These people are dying from a simple day of pleasure. The same shit we all do. Because either somebody wasn't educated about their sexual health or a person didn't care. There are times when people just don't care. We read that
because there's a lot of them that don't care either. They want to hurt the world. They want to hurt the world. They want to.
I found out that there are people who have intentionally passed on this disease. That's murder.
Yeah,
sure.
That's murder. I definitely do agree that is a charge. I definitely do think that is something that you should be prosecuted about. If you have sexual knowledge that you have something that can end somebody's life, and you're not honest with those people. Now, if you're honest with somebody and you give a person your full fledged, I know people who are in a relationship with people who are HIV positive. They are not HIV positive because they take all precautions to make sure that they are okay. But they're being married or in a relationship, have kids, everything else. But they do their shit to make sure that their life is accustomed.
And then they have kids and their kids don't, because if you're undetectable, your kid won't have it.
Their kids,
you know what I'm saying? So
my friend,
it's all about you being detectable and undetectable. One day you could be detectable, the next day you can be undetectable. You know, so
when you say detectable and undetectable, what do you mean?
So when they do a blood test on you, what they're doing is they're trying to check and see if, so when you get your test back, it says undetectable. So they're saying they can't find this, you know what I'm saying, it in your bloodstream. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, you're supposed to go back first. If you feel like you're at high risk, you do every 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Then you get on that PEP. If you're a high risk out here, I'm talking about to anybody out there. If you're a high risk, there's no wrong going to get that PrEP pill. You know what I'm saying? Because that helps you it helps you. You know what I'm saying? It helps prevent it. You know, so but okay, I have a family member. I'm not gonna, put them out there, but her husband and her children don't have it.
That's what I was just gonna say. I have a friend that I've had for over 10 years. We're gonna be respectful of people's privacy. So, appreciate for my friend sharing those information with me. But she's married and he does not have it. She has 3 children. My godchildren do not have it. So I don't worry about, like, when we're in public settings or we're in situations, like, I don't worry about it. I don't feel like I have to feel scared because we're all educated. We're all educated in how to share things, how to pass things, how to do things.
Then a lot of people disown their family too. You know what I'm saying? Like, that young lady got family that's helping her, and that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because
she's trying to get back to her family.
But she has when they showed her standing up. Did you see where they showed her standing up in the wheelchair?
She was in the hospital.
But I'm saying she got people that's going to support her. She do.
Yeah, she got a GoFundMe. She was saying, because she did a video thanking everybody who's been sending her money to try to help her get home to where her family is, so she can have,
her final time with them. Because she's very sick. Like,
she looked like she looked like, once she get home to her family, it looked like she might go ahead and, God bless her soul, that, you know what I'm saying, that she might go ahead and lay her head down. My dad passed away in his sleep. So,
her condition is very farther along. Like, a lot of people live healthy lives. Like, you would never know. Like, you would never know. There are people who you walk around every day, you would never know. And then when somebody tells you, I know the initial factor, because I've had that conversation with my friends where they have to sit down and they said, okay, well, let me just let you know that this is what I'm dealing with so that you're aware of how we can deal with stuff. That is a heartbreaking conversation to have to share with somebody. You gotta be sympathetic in that moment. You gotta have if that doesn't touch something in you. I don't know. Like I'm an emotional savage. I don't get very much emotion as far as being a girl, but I can never hear that from somebody and take that on. So watching her, even watching those videos, make you feel some type of way. Like, I'm watching you, baby. In a couple of months, I can almost guarantee you she's gonna be gone. She's at that stage where she is past. So the things that people are not realizing, all the shit that you guys are sitting there talking about this young lady on social media, you need to be celebrating what life she has left.
Right.
And her testimony, she's putting her testimony out there.
Take from what she's giving these young women to say, I wasn't smart enough to necessarily handle certain things the way that I may have needed to, but I'm giving you the opportunity to hear my story, so learn from it. Maybe if you are the model in the industry sleeping with these rappers, or you are the model in the industry trying to get out there where you need to go and get tested. A lot of girls break into the industry and thinking that you have to sleep around to make sure that you are able to secure your bag. Just like a lot of dudes go on in this industry, and as soon as they get in the industry, they busting down this stripper, busting down this person, busting down this rapper and everybody else. Y'all sleeping around too. All of them circles are small. Just like our circle here in the entertainment world in Minnesota is small, and everybody know everybody talks to somebody, everybody. It ain't no different in Hollywood. It's just a bigger scale. Bigger scale. That's why you see the same celebrities with the same people. You see the same models with the same dude. You see the same.
I mean, I said that too. I did say that. I was like, man, it seemed like they break up with one celebrity, get with the next one. I'm like, it's just one big old dating pool.
It's the same stuff here. Think about it. If I'm a girl with a little bit of status, I'm gonna date the dude with status. When I'm done with you, I'm gonna date the next dude with a little bit of status. I'm not gonna date Tommy from SA. We not gonna talk to him because why? I done already dated homie that's running all the events in them. I'm gonna keep it within my circle. That's really what a lot of us women in entertainment business do. We mess with the men who are around us in the entertainment business. They're out here messing with the strippers, with the dancers. They're out here messing with their baby mamas and the regular girl. All of that circle come right full back. You have to be protected and realize how small. Shout out Minnesota and Wisconsin, definitely. But it's so small. You need space in your sexual partners when you're switching people, when you guys are sleeping with other people. It is okay for you to say, I need to see your my chart. My chart don't lie, and you can't delete it.
Or
he can't hide nothing from you, and you can go and get tested at any clinic here. You can go and get tested at any clinic here. One little bit of count about red. I work for the county. You can go get free testing
at the red door.
You can get free testing. You can go right downtown, tell them, I feel like I have something going on with me, even your case manager worker. I'll do mental
you can
health.
Walk into the emergency
case
room
manager,
and say that.
if you were to call me and say that you needed a test, I would provide you with the information to where you can go and get tested that day.
Mm-hmm. You can walk in the emergency room.
Our AIDS rates here is not that great. People just aren't aware. Our sexual history stuff here, if you actually do our like research for Minnesota, our shit's not good. Like Minneapolis is horrible. Not to be saying like one side of the streets is worse than the other, but if we just gonna be completely honest, it's Googleable. If you do your research, Minneapolis is listed as one of them STD having ass cities, and that's not a good thing because if you think about it, where everybody go to party, babe?
Minneapolis.
Where are the clubs at? Where are your food at? Where are your doughboys at? Where are your people with some money at? Over there in Minneapolis. Why are your lawyers and your cops and everybody who intertwining with the regular entertainment people and the strippers and everything else that go right there in Minneapolis? So not to say one city or another, but all cities, go and get tested. Go get your my chart updated for 2022 if you have not done so. That should always be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, always be a thing, and it ain't it's free. It's free. It's free. That's what I'm trying. People like free shit. Go get tested. It's free. You want something to do every day? Go get a little blue. You gonna get a blood test? First of all, let me be very clear. You need free tests. You need to get swabbed. You need to get your cuckoo or your PP tested, and you need to get a blood work because if you don't get all three of those tests, you're not getting a valid STD panel.
Because the blood is actually the main one that's going to tell everything.
Your blood is actually your main one. You're going to do your urine and you're going to do your P test. They're going to test you for basic stuff like chlamydia and gonorrhea, trichomonas.
Man, you go in there, you go into the emergency room and say you sick. They take that. They just take a bunch of vials. They just,
and you could tell them at that point in time, if you are already getting your blood drawn for something, use those times to say, I'd like an STD panel. Why not? Why not? Because I'm a person who like to say, "Oh, girl, you better look at my chart."
He said, make sure that test covers what? HSVT2.
What is HSV2?
Because he got me looking like what?
That's some new shit.
Right. HSV2.
Is it hepatitis or something like that?
General herpes symptoms for any general herpes simplex symptoms.
Well, right.
That should be part of your blood test, honey. That should be part of your blood test.
Oh, he said it's herpes.
Yeah,
and,
it's herpes.
And Rod, don't start.
Yeah. I just told him that. I said no.
But if he did his research real quickly, we was just talking about Minneapolis. That's the first thing that pops up on the listing.
See,
that's and it's not a good thing that's what it's known for. But they do rank the cities in the. There's an STD site. You guys go right there and Google it. They have cities listed for what your city is known for. If your city is known for having roaches, it's on there. If your city is known for having, okay, I mean that's what is there.
Well, I don't want to go to the city with
what I do for a living requires me to have to intertwine with a lot of people. So if I'm coming to your city and I might be having to film a scene or we're getting ready to do a shoot and I know I gotta kiss you, I gotta do all this stuff. I'm doing my research and I want to see your my chart. I don't care. Like, I don't care what production says. I want to make sure that me and you on the same wavelength because again, you can't go back in your my chart and delete nothing.
You sure can't.
You can't delete, you can't backtrack, you can't nothing, baby boy. I don't want to see the one that you just got. I want to see the previous ones to see if we had there was something to worry about. Just like I'm gonna show you mine. And you shouldn't be if a person is afraid to show you that, then you got questions. If I can't give you a clear piece of paper that we can sleep together, then we should sleep together.
Exactly.
If you can't, if a person feel uncomfortable, just like tell them you use a condom. You can't tell me that you can't use a condom, then I don't need to be sleeping with you.
Well, they need to use them anyways. There's more and more new stuff coming out every day.
Yep. Every day. Y'all millennials came with a whole different
training. Yeah, she's checking my chart.
I ain't gonna say we didn't have these worries back in the day, but it wasn't as common. It was not as common back in the day for you to have to be worried about somebody passing something on to you. If anything, you better pray to God.
This new generation, these young girls and these young boys out here.
They don't know.
And then they don't think about the importance
of going to the doctor.
Like she hadn't been going to the doctor. She hadn't, been getting her regular checkups. So that's why they never detected
and they don't. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me tell y'all a little secret about models. I see a whole lot of stuff that going on behind them closed doors, and a whole lot of stuff in secret. A lot of these little girls ain't even understood fully how to clean their cat yet. So I know that you ain't understanding about sexual health yet. So yeah, there's a process to being a grown ass woman, and they be hollering, "I'm grown, I'm grown, I'm grown, I'm grown, I'm grown." Check your pH balance. Check your sexual health. You sleeping with all these different men and boys and all kind of stuff, girl. Y'all.
I was just in the store with somebody's pH balance off. I was confused.
When they say you still wet behind the ears, I don't know how many times I done had a man tell me, girl, do you know about these little girls? Do you know about these? That's one thing about women, I will say in Minnesota, they'll tell you. Our men here are real honest about how they feel about females and their bodies, and you be right there on internet, panties be right there and everything else. Don't put yourself in them types of situations. Make sure that you're caring for yourself. Make sure that your body health is okay. Soap and water, it's real cheap. We got a whole lot of programs here.
Well, Nick Cannon spoke on it and said that Nick Cannon just spoke on it and said that 80% of women. So Nick Cannon just spoke on it and said that 80% of women don't know how to clean themselves, clean their bodies correctly.
And he's 100%.
That comes from men. Ain't that sad though? That a man gotta tell you that you need to keep you know you're not right before a man tell you you're not right. We've all had sexual partners. When you are having unprotected intercourse as a woman, it changes things about your body. Yeah. The problem is people are scared to talk about those types of things. I talk to my daughter about everything, and I'm not sugarcoating nothing for her in no way, shape, or form. Because before your doctor tell you, your mommy gonna tell you. Before the next girl gotta say something to you, mommy gonna let you know how to from head to toe.
Hello.
From head to toe. Ain't no man not never gonna have to correct my daughter about her.
Hell no.
Right. or put her on blast and put her
or put her on blast or make her
and
feel
all
no type
that.
of way. Baby girl is now suffering from this AIDS story. She's a professional model. She was in a lot of music videos. She's been in the business for a long time. This is a sad way for her to have to go out. People never wonder why people fall back from the entertainment industry. So for her to have to resurface and this be the reason why she's resurfacing, the only thing that I would say, at least when she does pass on, she's leaving a message behind to say, once again, let me reiterate that maybe you guys need to hear this part out. You need to make sure that this is something important that we are doing and checking in on people. Tell your people, even if y'all got to go do that shit together. Hey, sis, let's go make sure we good. Because we know we was at Freaknik turned up. Something, anything, like, ain't nothing wrong with that. And if you can't wait till a nigga bring you a piece of paper, then you really doing too much. You doing too much. It take 3 days. Before you even went on that date, ask for that piece of paper then if you know how you want that date to go. People got to be prepared. People got to start being honest with themselves too.
And people got to stop looking at people and feeling like because they clean, they can't have it. I hear a lot of dudes say that. That does not mean that. I mean, because they could have slept with somebody and didn't know that.
Finest dude in America, and you'll never know because you more likely to get it because you the finest dude. You're not. It's to be completely honest, it's gonna be more likely for somebody to get it who is attractive, who is in the business, or who is around a lot of people. You're the dope boy with all the money, baby. You the one more likely to get it than Lil Kevin working at the store. Because Lil Kevin the store ain't running through 5 bitches a week. He ain't got 5 girlfriends and 6 baby mamas. His baby mamas ain't got 4 other boyfriends and other things going on. But you do. So you're putting yourself at more risk. People forget everybody you sleep with, you slept with everybody they slept with. Like, so you can't say one situation is worse than the other, another person's situation is worse than another.
Exactly.
There should be a general consensus to say you should know your body, first of all.
But I'm kind of glad she came out.
You kind of know when you're not feeling okay.
I'm glad she came out because everybody was so focused on COVID. We forgot. You know what I'm saying?
There's other things going on. But for her to come out the way she came out, that's big. Like, congratulations to her being strong enough. Because she could have went ahead and kept her story private like she has, because clearly she's been going through this for a little bit now. So she could have kept her story private. She didn't have to tell the world all her business for everybody to jump in and down her throat and judge her. Her last couple of days don't need to be full of hate messages, full of people telling her, oh, you should have this or you should have that. I read all that stuff y'all posting. Y'all on there calling that girl all kind of whores and all kind of, y'all don't know what the hell she's doing. I'm trying to figure out what make her more of a hoe than the next person. I didn't see nothing about her disrespectful in the business. I didn't see anything about anybody posting anything. Everybody had good, positive shit to say about her that has come across her. She slept with the wrong person, interacted with the wrong situation. So she now is in turn having to fight for her life for something that's not, I guess, the hand that she was dealt. But if people aren't able to look at that and take something from that, that should make me feel sad when I watched it.
Yeah, when I seen her trying to stand up. When I seen her trying to stand up and on the walker and
it made me feel sad. Like that wasn't
her legs. She was just so small. Like I wanted to go carry her and pick her up
and care for her, not talk about her. Like, yeah, ain't nobody clean. If you're having sex, you're at risk. If you are sexually active, you are at risk. I do think people misconstrue that. And know your status. That's right. Know your status. And ain't nothing wrong with knowing your status, because I'd rather know than not know.
Yeah.
I'd rather know than not know. That way I'm protected. The people around me are protected. Not in the case, I do think in the case people are scared, can't say that I wouldn't be. I can't lie to you. I can't tell you that I would be able to handle no stuff like that. There are certain things in the world that I feel like it just comes to a point. Okay, I know I'm an emotional savage and I play hard all day long. Under no circumstance do I feel like I'm built for that type of stuff. And I thank God that I've never had them types of situations or those things. But that's through protecting yourself and making sure that you. But it doesn't mean that I haven't had moments or been with somebody who. How do I know? You never know.
Right.
You never know. You never know. I got a kid. Obviously, I didn't have unprotected sex before. I didn't expose myself to a chance of being able to contract something at some point in time in my life. If you was asking me 10 years ago when me and my baby father was making my kid, everything that I've done since then, have I been completely safe in my lifetime? Probably not. But I'm not gonna go out there judging the next person who may have contracted something because they didn't know or they didn't. That's crazy. Like, especially like you said,
It
tattoos,
is.
all kind of. They even think that you could die from getting a tattoo. That's people like that's a serious thing. You have to. That's why you have to educate yourself. You have to educate yourself. People are afraid to gain information. It ain't all on Google. Sometimes it's just talking to the people that you know. Same way me and you we're having this conversation. We could easily say, okay, well, tomorrow, Mslonda and Shar are going to go ahead and get tested. Y'all want to go with us? It ain't that hard.
No.
It ain't that hard. I really do think maybe we should do something like that, though. Just sexual health day. Have like a sexual health day where we just really push the issue on.
And
people
pass
going to
out
get tested.
condoms.
I mean, I went through some things, you know, Mslonda knows. So I get tested. I have to. I have no choice because of what somebody, you know that, Mslonda, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I went through some things in Georgia. So because of this man, a lot of women have to get tested. We get tested every 6 months and it goes straight to the people that need to go to. They have to test him. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, you know, I'm lucky now that I only got to get tested every year now. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it was every 3 months.
And I pray to God that them tests forever come back negative.
So,
but like we said, we're grown. We've been in situations where we can't control the narrative of that situation. We just have to deal with the outcomes if they come up. People have to, we can do the best that we can now that we know that knowledge.
I mean, like, you know, I felt bad for her because, you know, I went through a rape. So that's why I'm getting tested. And then she, you know, we don't know what she went through. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
she
we
did
really
say
don't know
that
what
was
she went
part
through.
of it. Like that's to even think that you could contract it from some, that's a double whammy. Okay, not only have I been raped, but to think that I could have contracted AIDS from somebody who took that privilege from me. She's struggling with an emotional situation enough. Rape
And
is
she's
one.
so young.
Yes, and that's what I looked at too. She is
Very
real young.
Very
Like,
young.
I really want to go. I really think we should all pack our bags and go find her and help her. Like,
I swear, I just wanted to jump through that thing and just give baby girl a little hug.
Yeah,
I know I
she
can't
needs some
hug you
real
tight, babe,
love
but I just
around her
wanted to give her a hug.
and let people. She's beautiful. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, so
so people can see, because I have a picture of her.
Yeah, she is. She's a beautiful girl. She is. She's beautiful. She's still a beautiful girl. Still a beautiful girl.
I mean, she's gorgeous though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then life is gonna have to be lost at such a young age. It's like there's no returning that. Like, she is at a stage now where even if her health wasn't declining, you can tell that her health has declined enough to where her time is limited. That is a sad entity to have to look at somebody and know that within a year to 6 months time frame, she could be gone.
So the moral of the story is, you guys, is to make sure that you're getting tested and doing regular doctor's appointments, keeping up with your health so that it doesn't just hit you suddenly. Make sure you're using protection, because even if you do have one partner, sometimes partners creep, so you never know. So thank you guys for tuning in and listening. You all have a good night. Thank you, Shar. Thank you, Red.
Thank you.
Till next time.
Bye, you guys.
As always, thanks, ladies. See you
Yup,
guys
y'all,
later.
bye.